Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of a short series I'm going to try doing. Just showing the basics of how to use Adobe Premiere. This will work across most versions. The one I'm using right now isn't specific to what I'm doing. I'm just going to be showing the basic tools of what you need to know to make a good first video, to make the edits you want to do. So, as soon as you open it, you'll get a screen like this showing any recent projects you've already made, new project, open project, and help. So what you want to do to start editing a video, if you already have, first you need to have one actually on your computer or whatever you're doing to use Adobe. It could be, best version to have it in is MP4. These are all videos I've taken with OBS, which is a screen recording software for the computer. It's free, doesn't have a watermark or anything, it works pretty nice. So, first step is you need to have a video that you want to change or to edit. So once you have whatever video you want, what you want to do is you want to go to New Project, and then you'll come up with this. Now, the location here is originally going to say somewhere in the C drive, probably under users, your name, documents, whatever, under its file. Though, a good idea is to make a separate file if you have more room on a different disk. Like, for me, I have a lot more room on my D drive than I do on the C drive. So yeah, 1.81 terabytes versus 500 megabytes. So it's helpful in using recording because they take a lot of space. So I put both my recordings and my editing, my location for editing into the D drive. You could just make a folder and then use browse and go into that location. Next, you want to name whatever you want this project to be called. You can name it Untitled, you can name it whatever. I'm just going to call this Tutorial 67, is why not. And at that point, you just want to press OK. Now you're going to come up with this. These are all presets to different kinds of cameras and devices that you can get video from. But if you're doing what I'm doing and using OBS to screen record these, what you want to edit, none of these are going to help you. So what you want to do is you just want to open one, doesn't matter which one, you just want to go to this, and then you want to go to General, and then you need to start changing some settings here. Now, you need, if you're using the screen recorder, change this to the width of your screen. Most screens are 1920 on width and 1080 in height. First thing you want to do is change this. If you're doing screen recording, desktop. Makes sense. The time base, mind you, all of these vary based on what thing you start going off of, but so it may look different, but just keep doing the same things. Now, time base can be 29.97 frames, whatever frame base you want. This is just how smoothly the video goes. So, 30 frames per second is usually a good median. You can do 60 or 10 if you want. 30 frames per second is a good median, though. Now, you want to change the frame size. So, 1920 and then 1080. That's the average size for your monitor or computer, laptop, whatever. Audio, you don't need to worry about these. Display format, 30 frames per second, that's fine. This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. And this doesn't matter, so don't need to change any of these. Make sure this is 1920 by 1080. Once it is, it's good. You can put a maximum render quality if you want, which will make encoding times a lot longer, but it will maximize the render quality so it'll look better. But for your first thing, I would just not select it. Then what you want to do, once it's all set up, you don't need to worry about the audio. Usually it's stereo, so you should be fine. And then you just go to this and you save preset, and you can name it whatever you want. And then you want to go back, go down to custom, select it, and then use that. Just select it and press OK. I already made one on here. These are all the things I use for it, and it works fine. It has 1080 by 1920 by 1080 in the desktop mode, so it works well. And then you just name your sequence to whatever you want. This will be what it'll show up as once you're done encoding it, so just name it that, so a bunch of numbers. And then just press OK, and then you got into it. The next episode will be detailing on how to set up this and how to import video.